Just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this. And totally redeem yourself!
If I'd only seen that the joke was on me.
You know, I have other videos planned about other movies that I would like to talk about besides the Snyder Cut. Like, I have a
review of all the Transformers movies.
But being a fan of Snyder's work and really digging this movie, hell, I don't mind. Plus, I've been wanting to talk about this one scene ever since I saw the movie. When we heard that Jared Leto was going to return as the Joker, everyone got curious, because his portrayal as the Clown Prince of Crime in 2016's Suicide Squad was less than favorable among most of the audience and fans. Then we saw his new look, and got a glimpse of him in the trailer, and this piqued even more people's interest. Then the movie released, and as the Snyder Cut was nearing the end of its 4-hour runtime, we cut to this scene. And anyone who was following the movie or saw the trailer knew what was coming next. Joker and Batman in the Nightmare timeline. Mara asked Batman how could he know what it's like to lose a loved one, and then we heard him. Then Joker and Batman have a conversation, and I gotta say, it didn't disappoint. If you haven't seen it, I'll leave a link down below so you can check it out. So I want to break down what I liked about this scene and a few things that I didn't. But first, a word from our sponsor. Don't you hate it when you're browsing the web and you're unprotected? Well, NordVPN, psych, still fucking got you though! The thing I like the most about this scene is that it doesn't try to recreate the interrogation scene from The Dark Knight. It doesn't go for the "me and you aren't so different, Batman" type of conversation.
You're racist.
It starts with Joker calling Mara fish stick.
Au contraire, my little fish stick.
Which actually got a little chuckle out of me. Then he starts teasing Batman about his parents and, more importantly, Robin. I got excited because then he must know that Batman is Bruce Wayne since he mentioned a mother and father. And sure enough, Joker calls him Bruce when he got angry.
And if you cross that line, I swear to God. Before what, Bruce? Kill me?
Which I loved. These mentions of Robin hints at a larger history between them, and the whole time he looks like he's enjoying himself. Also, I like the way he talks about Lois's death.
Poor Lois. How she suffered so.
He really is having a good time mocking Batman. What I think Leto does here that makes his performance better than Suicide Squad is his delivery is much different. He's calmer and isn't trying to ham it up, which is an issue that many had with his performance in Suicide Squad. It felt like he was trying too hard. Here, it's not the case. And you get this tension between him and Batman that keeps you intrigued, because you really don't know what he's going to say or how Batman will react. The reach around line was a little weird.
Besides, who's gonna give you a reach around?
The fuck did you just say?
But I think he saved it with the Boy Wonder line.
But all you have to do is tear it in half, and I'm happy to discuss with you in any way you like why you sent a Boy Wonder.
To do a man's job.
That's easily my favorite line in this whole scene. Also love the way he pulled that card out of nowhere.
How about a magic trick?
Now when Batman mentions Harley's death and takes the card, you see Joker's hand starting to twitch. I figured he was going to blow up, but instead he just laughs it off, which is a much better reaction. Also, I love his look. The gloves, the bulletproof vest with police badges, his bloody mouth, it looks great.
You look fucking scary, man.
Like I mentioned before, I don't hate his look in Suicide Squad. I actually like the outfits he wears throughout the movie, but I much prefer this over that. In this scene, Joker mentions that Bruce keeps seeing different timelines, and also that he needs his help to change it all back. This really sets up the possibility of a Nightmare Timeline spin-off series or movie, starring Jared Leto's Joker and Ben Affleck's Batman, along with the heroes and villains that are still alive. And this is one of the most talked about spin-offs that came from the Snyder Cut that people want to see. It could show off different timelines and events and how different decisions affect and change the world. It could explore the nightmare world more, giving us a taste of the future ruled by Darkseid and a corrupted Superman. I did a poll to see what you guys had to say, and the vast majority of you said Jared Leto did redeem himself with this one performance. And in the comments, there were people who loved it and others who didn't, but mostly everyone agrees that this is a much better performance than he did in Suicide Squad. Now in recent years, David Ayer has been more vocal about how his cut of Suicide Squad was changed by doing forced reshoots that the studio wanted, as well as bringing in the company that edited the trailers to edit the movie, as well as getting rid of the score that he wanted to do for the movie and instead replacing it with popular songs. And he stated multiple times that there is a great Jared Leto Joker performance in his movie that was completely cut, and several scenes were reshot and put in place instead. He described it as a more menacing performance, and audiences and fans were robbed of seeing it. Hopefully we do get the Ayer cut at some point to see that. I only bring it up because I always thought that Jared Leto could do a good Joker, if he is given the right material. And for me personally, that one scene in the Snyder Cut proves that theory. So then maybe there is a really good performance in Suicide Squad that David Ayer filmed but never got to show. Now some people think that you can't judge how good he was here because it's only a 5-minute scene, but people judge his performance in Suicide Squad and he was in it for less than 10 minutes. If anything, this scene shows that there is potential with Jared Leto's Joker. Besides the one line about jerking off Batman and the few times he sounds a little bit like Jim Carrey, I thought this scene was great. I really enjoyed it and I would like to see more. So go ahead and leave a comment and let me know what you thought. Did Jared Leto redeem himself? Is this a good performance? Leave a comment and let me know. And if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and drop a like on it. Thanks for watching. We live in a society.
What if I want to have sex before I get married?
Well, I guess you just have to be prepared to die.